Hey everyone, welcome to GeForce and our E3 2019 coverage. I'm Shannon Morse and I'm joined by Jarek to talk about Wolfenstein Youngblood. I just got to play the demo, super fun. Tell me all about the premise of this game.
The game is set in the 1980s. It takes place in Paris. You play as one of BJ Blazkowicz's twin daughters, Jess and Soph. And the game is about going to find your father who has gone missing on a covert mission in Paris.
So what was the inspiration for Youngblood? Because it's very different from the previous games.
We wanted to do a co-op game. We knew that we had a really good shooting experience in the previous games, and we knew it's going to be extremely fun as well to play together with a friend in co-op. And since we already established BJ and Anya's twin daughters, it made perfect sense to use them as playable characters in Youngblood. And that's what the title refers to as well. They are the next generation of Nazi killers.
Right.
The thing is, though, they have never seen combat. Of course, they have been trained to get ready when the action comes. So this is actually where we start the game. Their father has gone missing in Paris, and then they decide to take action in their own hands and go and find their father.
Now, I would like to cover the co-op mode as well, because this is pretty fascinating and something that you don't see a lot in video games.
To be honest, when we set out to do the co-op game, we just focused on having fun together killing Nazis. But of course, we have also added a lot of co-op elements to the game. And one of my favorites is something we call the pep signals, which are basically emotes in many ways. But when you do those, you also give a boost to your sister. So they are very beneficial and very useful in combat. And those are one of those co-op elements that we have added to the game.
Other than co-op, can you also play single player as well?
Yes, you can play solo. In the beginning of the game, you select which sister you want to play, and then if you jump into the game solo, an AI will play as the other sister. But of course, any other player can join at any time and play as the other sister.
Now, I love that you have Nazis with lasers in this game. Is there anything else that's weaponry or attacks that you end up using in this game that are different from previous?
Yes, there's many of them actually. It's one of the biggest changes to this game. We do have more weapons than we have had before. We have added a couple of weapons that are more in the 80s style as well. And in addition, then we have added a huge amount of weapon upgrades. So there's a lot of ways you can customize your weapons, a lot more than in previous games.
Now, as a 1980s child myself, I loved the aesthetic of the trailer. What kind of 80s things did you bring into the game?
There's a lot of things we have brought in. Our art director, Axel, is a huge fan of John Carpenter. So there's a lot of Escape from New York and The Thing references as well in the game. And of course, we have also looked at classic movies like The Goonies to get that adventure feel as well. So there are a lot of references to the 80s, and you will recognize a lot of them if you are familiar with the 80s.
Can you tell me a little bit about the Nvidia technology that is going into this game?
We have been working together with Nvidia before, and we love to do that. There will of course be ray tracing support, and we're also using the NAS support that was so beneficial for us in New Colossus and gained a lot of performance. So the game will run very nicely on the Nvidia cards for sure.
Oh, it's going to look beautiful. When does the game release?
The game releases on July 26th.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jarek. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe down below on any of our E3 coverage for a chance to win one of our awesome prizes, including a 20 series GeForce RTX graphics card and a 65-inch big format gaming display. I'll see you next time.